Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Just Lights. These are the 3 Patriot light bars that I got from that Facebook Marketplace haul that I just showed not too long ago, where I got 8 of these bars. I'm going to be working on these 3 first. So remember I was talking about in that video how I'm going to have one as a donor, and then the other 2 I'm going to try to fix up. So what I did is I kind of went through and was kind of marking what works and what doesn't work. So like on this bar right here, everything works but this corner. This one's going to be my donor bar. You can see where like that one's not working, that one's not working. That one's not working, that one's not working, that one's not working. But this one right here, you see everything seems to be working on this one except for, I think, this strobe right here. And I think that's it. And this one has the longer pigtail, but this is also the one that has the bad strobe module in it. So I'm going to be taking the good strobe module from that one, put it in there, and then the one light that's not working, that's from here, I will take it from this one right here that is working and pop it over there. So that's going to give me a full complete bar there. And then on this one over here, I'll take this front corner strobe that is working, swap it out with that one right there. And then this will be the one that I'll take, this corner, these right here, and move it over to here. So that's why I can make that a complete bar. So this will be the new complete bar. That one will be a complete bar, and that will be the parts bar. So let's go ahead and start opening all 3 of these up, start moving some parts around, and get these things working. Whelen's introduced the Patriot light bar, often classified as part of the Edge LFL family in 2001. The Patriot light bar was one of Whelen's early combination light bars, bridging the gap between traditional strobe tube technology to the emergency LED lights you see nowadays. What this meant is they had strobe tube technology on the end caps and end boards, and they had LED modules in between those. The generation light bar that follows suit after the Patriot would have been the Liberty light bar, which was a complete 100% LED bar. Alright, so I got these 2 right here completely opened up so I get into them. Now, I was originally going to go ahead and move the power supplies over, but to be honest with you, just moving the cord itself is going to be much easier. I'm just going to pull the circuit board up, unplug this main one right there, this plug right there, and I can just pull the cord out and move it over to this one, because I just want the longer pigtail on there. And this one right here, the only ones that aren't working is, stuff like these, and these just slide out. So it ain't going to be a big deal just to take the ones that work from there and slide them onto this one and stuff like that, and save myself the headache of trying, getting all the power supplies out, which, is this right here and that one right there, and getting all the wires reattached and stuff like that, so I don't lose my place on anything. I'm just going to go that route. And I do have a couple that I think aren't working. I don't know if it's just these are bad or something else going on, so I'm going to do some testing on them with a little flash box I have just to see, and then we'll go from there. The decision to do the cord versus the entire power supply was mainly because the way the power supplies sit inside these bars, they actually have to slide out from the end caps. And with all the wiring, you have to disconnect a bunch of stuff to do that. So changing the cord was a much easier solution, and it was a much faster decision. Okay, so I got these 2 completely put back together, working, doing its thing. What I decided to do is I want to do an all blue and an all red, because I already have quite a few, red blue, kind of bars in my collection. So I'm going to do a solid blue and a solid red. And the only thing I really had to do, outside of obviously doing the lenses, is I had to switch out the LED modules. So I essentially took the red ones from this one, moved them to here, and vice versa, put the blue ones on that one. So that makes this one going to be an all red when the lenses are on, and all blue when all those lenses are on. So I'm going to go and fire them up for just a second, kind of show you, and then on to sanding and polishing lenses. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the one that's supposed to be all red. So remember, I had that one bulb that was burnt out on that one corner. You see now everything's working, doing its thing. I got 2 red LED modules going. Now I don't have the end caps, so obviously the alleys ain't going to work, but got the takedowns working. So that bar is ready for its lenses. And then this one's going to be the all blue. So we got all the strobes doing their thing. We have our LEDs doing their thing. And the takedowns, and then eventually alleys when the end caps are on. So let's go ahead and start working on those lenses. Now this is the part of the process that's going to take the longest, because each light bar, including the end caps, has 18 lenses apiece. So that's going to be 36 total lenses that need to be wet sanded and polished out. This is going to take a while. Now my plan is I'm going to go ahead and actually install all the lenses and all the light bars to hold them in position while I do all the polishing. The reason I'm doing that is because with these lenses being as small as they are, trying to hold these and buff them all at the same time I run the risk of catching it in the wrong way and shooting one of the lenses across my shop and causing damage to them. So this is just going to ensure that I don't cause any damage to any of the lenses while polishing. Alright, now on to polishing. I do this little zoom in right here so you can see the difference from a polished to a non-polished lens. Pretty much all I'm using is just a light scratch remover polish you can pick up at any O'Reilly Auto Parts stores, and then a buffing wheel just to polish everything out. And this does a really good job and makes everything look really nice and smooth and brand new. Now, you don't have to have one of these big angle grinder polishers like I have right here. You can achieve the same results with one of these pads like this that you can get at O'Reilly's and just put it in a regular drill. Okay, so here we are. They're all put back together, polished up, ready to go. So we're going to start turning some lights on. We're going to start with the red unit first. We're going to do the alleys and the takedowns. There's both alleys, both takedowns. And now whoever originally did this, the LEDs and the strobes are linked to the same pin. So when I turn it on, they'll all come on. There we go. This is my red bar, pretty much all working, doing its thing. All right, now we're going to jump to the blue bar. And then we're going to start with the alleys and the takedowns first. So here's all my alleys and takedowns. Now this one's separate, so I can actually run the LEDs separate from the strobes. And the strobes. And the whole bar. Okay, so I have both bars completely hooked together. So the bar's going to do their full functions. I put the camera a little off the side so the takedowns ain't blinding you. So here we go. Here's both the bars fully lit up. These are my Whelen Patriot hybrid LED/flash tube style light bars. Hope y'all enjoyed seeing the video of the transformation from what they were to what they are now. See you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.